How you doing, everybody? This is Randy's Road Life. So a lot of experiences, positive or negative, I had with trucking companies. A lot of them fail for one reason or another, but it's in my experience that a lot of these truck companies fail because of their personal relationship or lack thereof with their drivers. Okay, some of these companies are too big for their own good. They can't establish a good personal relationship with you, and because of that, they can't empathize. They have no compassion. You know that that we live in this lifestyle. Trucking becomes a lifestyle, and I believe a lot of them forget that because it's a business within the office. Not just within the truck, it's a business within the office. We have a business too, 14 hours a day, some of us, some are shorter. This depends on how you run your truck, right? How you're moving. So it's a business in here, but it's a lifestyle. And a lot of these companies fall short in understanding that we live a lifestyle as a truck driver. And so they can never establish any type of personal bond or friendship with us, and because of that, we never feel like we're part of an actual family. And I think that's really horrible. Let me put this curtain up because there's a couple guys out here doing things, and I think it's a travesty in a lot of ways. Now, I've been here at Key Carrier Group for a little while, a very short while. Some of you hopefully have seen my preliminary review. I have to say that dealing with the ownership, which you deal with directly here, and dispatch and accounting and things, and especially maintenance, they make you feel like you're important. They make you feel like you're the only driver, and I know that's not the case. I know I'm not the only driver. I actually spoke to another driver today. I finally found another driver here. I am at their yard, and I talked to him. He was in his truck, and he was very respectful and polite. And he said he loved it here. He's been here for a while now, and he has no complaints. My only thing is, and it's not very negative, is I would like to get a few more miles. I did send dispatch a message stating I would like at least a couple hundred more miles. I'm used to running long miles, 3,000 plus. I'm like 3,500. That's what I'm used to, and I like doing that. So I would like at least 3,000 miles, excuse me. So, but they're dispatching you here. They're very quick about it. A few times half the time, excuse me, I have been assigned or dispatched on a load before I'm even done delivering the load I'm currently on. Okay, or I deliver a load and they already have me another one. They're really fast, and they book you really quick. The rates are really good. I found out today, and I kind of accosted the owner and interrogated him about several things, because he was in the middle, because he does a lot of work himself here. He details trucks. He picks up and delivers local loads here for us OTR drivers. So he's putting in legwork too, and he's owned a CDL license for quite a number of years, so he understands. He knows where we're coming from. And that's a discussion me and him had about the business. And I think that's so vitally important that we have someone that can empathize. Now, the maintenance guy here, me and him had a long discussion, and he comes from a truck driving family. His father is currently a truck driver and things of that nature. And so it's important that we can establish that type of camaraderie and and bond, because like I said, a lot of these companies do not have that with their drivers. The majority of companies don't. So I would like to say that here I kind of feel that, and it feels good, you know, to know that they want you to be happy in a truck. You know, and I asked for a couple things dealing with truck, and there wasn't even a debate. They said, yeah, not a problem. They went out, they spent the money, they did it. And I was like, okay, wow, that's pretty slick. They don't sweat small stuff. They don't micromanage you here. It seems, you know, very easy going. Just deliver your loads on time, and, you know, keep your, you know, your truck good, and report any maintenance issues you might have, and they're on it, you know, and they bring you in. I found out that their trucks, that like the truck that I was in, they bought it brand new, no miles on it. Now that truck is currently about to go to the shop. I dropped it off today. I'm in a loaner truck. It's the same model head. See, this is a Pete. I turned in my Pete. However, I am keeping the Pete I had. I told him I want to keep that one. That one has an APU on it. This one does not. So I need that APU one, and it's good because, you know, these guys, they want drivers who are conscious about saving. All right, if you can route yourself around tolls and stuff like that and save money and deliver on time, they would like you to do that, you know. And it goes to show that, you know, they just want conscious drivers, and I believe that's very important. Now this is the company side. Okay, now lease purchase, I am talking about this because I wanted to do company, because I've done lease purchase for a while, and it's just like, man, it's a failure. It's such a failure doing lease purchase. And I want to talk about that on another video, because that's a whole nother video in and of itself, because it can be so complicated and convoluted, and a lot of it's very ambiguous, because so many of you people do not understand the complexity of lease purchase and what trucking companies are actually doing and how they're using it. So, when it's not to our benefit. So, but let me back up from there and go back to the original topic, dealing with Key Carrier Group. They do have their own website. It's a pretty nice website. The owner, I found out, he's not going to really lie. He's not going to lie to you. He's not going to sugarcoat things to you, for you. Excuse me. So that was pretty good. But like I said, I caught him in the middle of him working and stuff today, and I interrogated him, you know, and he answering, and whether it was negative or positive, he still answered the question, and he really didn't hesitate. And it's good to be able to talk to ownership and get a straight answer, because, man, some of these corporate people are so asinine about things. And because they don't come from our background, they're not in the seat, they're not in the driver's seat, you know, they're in a plush seat, they're in their own car, they're home every day, you know, eating dinner with their family, or they're in an office in front of a computer, they're on, you know, things like that. So, you know, they don't deal with the same things we deal with, so they don't have our concerns, and they definitely don't have our concerns at heart. And that's what dismays me a lot about a lot of these trucking companies. It seems like they just don't care. They're not empathetic enough, you know. Even though this is a business, it is an industry, but as I've stated, truck drivers are immersed in a lifestyle, right? We live in this thing, you know. We have a bed in here, all right? Some of us have microwaves and fridges. Some of them cook in our trucks, things of that nature. Some of us live in these trucks for months before we even go home, or there might be some of us that don't even have homes. This is our home. Therefore, this is a lifestyle, because we manage our entire day around this truck. Therefore, it is a lifestyle. I don't care how you put it, you know, and what vernacular and what terms or what metaphors, does not make a difference. This is in and of itself a lifestyle. You know, I don't care if you call it a business or not. The fact that your day revolves around this truck in all categories, in all ways, revolves around this truck. This is a lifestyle. And if you have not looked at it like that, you better look at it like that, because that's exactly what it is. And people in a corporate office, people in any office dealing with the transportation and logistics industry need to understand that and know that those of us, we have families, we like to go home and stuff like that, so you need to empathize with our sacrifice for the business side of it. Because look, how many of us would like to make great money and be home every day? This guy would. I want to do that. Don't get me wrong, I love driving. I don't want to do anything else but drive this truck. I love it. I love being on the open road. I love seeing everything. I love seeing the cities, the countryside, mountains, whatever. I like it all. I like seeing the snow. I like seeing the rain. I don't miss the complications, but there's the ambiance that has not worn off as a result of traveling this nation. And it's just something that, I love the most. And, I've done some other professions and things like that. And, and this is the one that I fell in love with. So, I'm pretty much married to it, so it's hard to get the people to understand that, and I think what should happen, those people in those offices who do not have this experience that we had, they do not like the ownership here at Key Carrier. All these guys have been truck drivers. Some of still are, right? So they understand. They have firsthand knowledge. They have intimate knowledge of our day-to-day lives. And so you feel like you have a camaraderie ship, you have a connection with these people, but the other people that don't. And I think what should happen is you should, there has to be ride-alongs from corporate. I know the company McLean Group, I know they used to do some of that. I don't know if they still do, but I think people in corporate should have to do a ride-along at least a week. At least a week, not a day, not 2 days, not 3 days. You have to do a week. You have to go. You have to sleep in the truck. You have to take showers in the truck stops. You have to eat like we do. You have to use the bathroom like we do. Everything we do, you need to do. You need to hook up to the trailer, unhook up from the trailer. Help us spot everything. You should have to do all that. Deal with shippers and receivers. You need to stay up in that passenger seat and watch all the traffic and people, that seem like they're out to get us on these roads, because all the discourtesy and unprofessionalism, and just bad driving and bad manners and habits that we have to go through. They should have to witness all of this, put themselves in our shoes. You should have to get in the truck and ride with us for a week. Don't ride with no ass kisser, anyone like that who's gonna pamper you in a truck. No, you have to do everything we do. Simple as that. You might stop along the road and pee. If you're a woman, hey, look, I don't suggest you really do that. We'll have to find you a rest area. But you gotta know we can't always stop stuff. So you have to manage yourself wisely. And they're gonna have to learn all that type of stuff. See, these are the things they don't know. What women truck drivers have to go through in a truck, they're not equipped like us men. They just can't whip it out. So they have to find a way to manage themselves in the truck also. So that becomes a part of their lifestyle. And so I think that'd be a really good idea, if a lot of us start pushing for corporate people in these offices and logistics and transportation offices to have to start doing ride-alongs with drivers. Would I like someone corporate in my truck to ride along with me? Yeah, absolutely. It wouldn't change the way I drive, because I'm already a courteous driver. I drive safe and things like that. So it's not going to change the way I drive, but I'm going to educate that individual I'm going to educate them, right? Because they're going to see for themselves, what this life is really like. And hopefully that changes some type of perception. But here at Key Carrier, these guys they're already aware. They've lived it, and one or two of them are still living it. So, it's a good partnership, coming here. And so far I'm liking it. I asked for more miles because I'm a runner, so that's what I want. And I've been paid pretty well. I'm not in any way disgruntled about that. Their settlements are extremely easy to read. I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's not complicated at all. It's all spelled out, very self-explanatory. Just dealing with everyone. I mean, it's all text messages and phone calls. We got OmniTracks in the truck. I don't know what else to tell you about that. They have quality equipment. I'm in a 579. This is not the Ultra Loft. I don't need Ultra Loft. I'm just a one person in the truck. I use this. See, I got stuff up here. This is up here because I just moved into this truck today. I got to go through some of it. And they know, I told them I like to personalize my truck. They said they're cool with it. See this right here? Yeah, my truck is going to have that on it. This box up here, you see? That has huge 18-inch Ohio State decals for my truck. I don't have my truck right now. It's going to the shop. Please pray for my baby. His name is Bullet. That's what we named him. It is officially a he. So that's my dude. When he comes out, I'm attaching these decals to him. And so he's gunmetal gray. Some of you have seen pictures of him already. And this decal is gonna look really nice on him. Anyways, that's my take, and I hope you guys take from this the good. If you disagree with anything I said, hey, leave me a message and explain to me why you disagree without the negativity. Okay, I don't need the negativity. Please explain to me why you disagree, and we can have a discussion about this. I'm very open to discussions. I like individuals who can make me look at things in a different perspective than I might have missed. I don't know. So I'm open to learning from someone else's point of view. And with that, I hope you guys all drive safe and have a good night or morning whenever you watch this. And with that, this is Randy and Randy's Road Life. I'm out.